Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Joyful Finding Show. Woohoo! It is April 29th, 2020. How are you guys doing out there in isolation land? You guys ready to break free? Most of your states and everything are starting to break free, starting to let you out, starting to let you have your freedoms back. That makes me excited. That makes everyone else excited on the other side, too, because you guys are going to be sovereign beings moving forward. And I have lots of goosebumps going on today. So I thank each and every one of you for joining in today. There's a lot of energy going on today. I felt it first thing this morning when I rolled out of bed. I started vibrating, goosebumps a lot. And even with the people that I've been talking with this morning, lots of energy, lots of high energy. And this is about us creating that new world that we want to move into. So woohoo. I'm so excited that you guys are here to help us create that new world that we're moving into. It brings great joy. And you guys are just giving me so much love already. Thank you guys for joining. I can feel you guys as you're popping in. You guys, the energy is on fire. Okay, we are riding with this big old wave. We got our surfboards and we're cruising. You guys just stay on top of the wave. That's all I got to say. Don't let your fears or your thoughts bring you down under. Don't let it take you under that wave. We need to stay on top of this wave because we are the wave showers on top of this wave. Each one of you that are tapping in today are definite wave showers. And here we are on top of this wave. And now we need to show everybody that when we land over here, we're landing in new earth, right? We're starting to land in the things that we're creating for ourselves, because in this shutdown that we've had has had us all go back inside. And most of you have done the inside work now. You've had to go through shadow work. You've had to go through the dark side of your moon, right? You had to start recognizing what needed to change in your life, what things weren't making you happy, what patterns weren't making you happy. And now that you're starting to switch all this up, you guys are making the right choices for yourself to help you move forward in the path that you want to be on, right? It's like last week I was talking about those two paths, right? We're at the fork in the road. Which path do you want to take? Do you want to take the timeline of the highest ascension, or do you want to take the lower timeline? I say let's jump on that higher timeline. That's that big wave that we're on, right? That's everything that we're feeling, and we are just going to ride it out, okay? Because I see we're all having fun doing that. So yay, and happy that it's the end of April, right? It feels like it's been a long time, right? I feel like every time that I talk to you guys, it's getting faster and faster. So time's moving really quickly. What used to feel like a long time is now like a short time. So there's a lot of people that are just waking up right now. And there's a lot of people not only just waking up, but becoming more aware. This makes me happy. So I need you to be awake and aware of everything that's going on around you as we move forward, because we are the creators of what's next. So you have to be awake, right? You have to be connected to your higher self, right? Because that's our soul self. And as I say that, I can feel the goosebumps. So I can feel you guys letting that down inside of you, letting your higher self in, and acknowledging you have a soul self and are a soul self. And you guys are just like, you guys are vibrating me off this chair today. So you guys have brought so much energy with you today. I thank you. So with your soul self is helping you to create what comes next, right? Because we've learned that we had to change our thoughts. We couldn't listen to outside sources anymore. We had to go back into self. We had to start understanding things that we need to understand for ourselves to help us move forward. And actually, this is a perfect thing that I drew the other night that I would love to share with you guys. Okay, so this is your soul self, right? This right here. I don't know where my center is. But anyways, the center's there. I'm all backwards this way. But anyways, your soul self is this center. You're starting to expand out, right? You're starting to do all this expansion. These arrows on the outside are outside influences. You're not allowing them inside your bubble anymore. You are only allowing love. Only love is allowed inside your bubble and everything that you're creating. I love that I can use these drawings twice or three times sometimes. Someday they'll be in a book too, who knows. But now it's like that soul self is ready to expand even larger, to expand. It's about your expansion, right? Because we've stayed so small. And now we're starting to expand out and we're starting to understand more. We're starting to understand truth. We're really starting to own who we are. We're taking our power back from outside sources. We're standing in that power. We're speaking our truth. No matter how bad other people don't like it, we are standing in our truth. They may not like it because it makes them uncomfortable. That's okay. Why should you make yourself uncomfortable because you don't want to make them uncomfortable? No, we're not doing that anymore. We are here to make ourselves comfortable. We are here for our soul self and for the expansion of humanity and all this beautiful unity that we start to have here. Because look at how many of you guys are showing up. They're showing me unity right there. Again, goosebumps. So you guys, I hope you guys are feeling all these vibrations that are happening today, because I feel like I'm pretty much going to talk like this the whole time today. They're like super excited. Just like I said, I could feel that energy as soon as I rolled out of bed today. There's a lot of changes taking place. There's probably a lot of truth coming to the surface. Some of you may not want to look at it, but it's time to take the blinders off. It's time to take your head out of the sand and really see what's going on around you, because this is very important as we move forward, because that's all the things that we're changing. And when we create out of love, right? I love you guys too. So when we create this out of love, we start to create this new vibration, right? I talk about this all the time. Low vibration, we'll call that 3D. High vibration, we'll call that 5D. So in that vibration mode, we all need to raise our vibration. And how do we do that? We raise our vibration by doing things that bring us joy, okay? So if you're still doing things that are not bringing you joy, if you're still in relationships that are not bringing you joy, if you're in anything that is not bringing you joy, it's time for you to look at these things and evaluate and how you can change them so you can start to bring joy into your life. Because moving forward, it's about joy, right? This is why it's the Joyful Finding Show. We're finding joy on earth. Woo! Who knew, right? I didn't know until after I was 40 that there could even be joy here. So anyways, we are here to create that joy, and we're here to create that as the collective, right? So we're breaking all down the old systems, right? All the fear-based systems, right? Because I'm going to tell you, it's time to kick fear to the curb if you're still having it. It needs to go, because once you get rid of fear, God's got your back, okay? And we are protected, and we are just propelled forward. So now you have to understand this and listen to this for yourself, not just because I tell you, because it feels right to you. So I want you guys to feel that, okay? And I feel like I'm like a bing, 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 bing. I feel like my energy is all over the place, but this is awesome because they want it to be that way. They want you all to feel this. So, woo! Okay, so creating that joy. So you're evaluating your life. You're starting to recognize what's going on in your life. You're starting to change the things that are not working for you into the way that you want to change them. So now moving forward, you're creating what your future looks like. What's your future job if you didn't like your job before? What's your future relationship look like if you didn't like your relationship before? What does your future house look like if you don't like the house you live in? What does your future look like? Woo! Ruth, thank you. Love your energy. I love your guys' energy too. I got lots of loves going on out there today. This is awesome. You guys are spreading the love then. This makes me so happy. And I want to say thank you for guys for showing up, because we have trained all our lives for this. This is our go time. This is where we get to shine. This is where we get to change everything that's been happening now. You guys are in control of what you are in control of. So, woo, I tell you, the goosebumps are just flying today. So I hope you guys are like definitely tapping into that. Yes. And we can learn to receive joy, right? We've always like everything always turns out to be crappy, right? I'm going to use okay, that was always crappy. Like all this stuff got jumped on us, or everything just kept happening to us one right after another, and everything sucked, right? And now we're going, no. And now we're going to create that joy and receive that joy and allow that joy to bring us forward, because that's where we need to stand, is in joy. Okay, so this makes me super excited, as you can tell, because I'm just bouncing all over the place. But now it's about you guys creating the joy for yourselves. I'm creating that in my space. You're creating that in your space. The more we have all these little joy bubbles going on, right, the more that we are creating that all over the world. So you guys are responsible for creating your joy, and you guys are responsible for everything that you do in your life. No one else can save you. You have to save yourself. All the answers are inside of you. Please tap in there and know that everything that you need to know is inside of you. You just have to trust it. Sometimes the human brain gets in the way because we've been taught certain things, and that we should think a certain way. And now we're breaking free of that also. So you guys rock. So you guys keep breaking the old patterns, because we're not allowing it anymore. It's not who we are, and it's not who we want to be. We want to be peaceful, sovereign people, right? Now that's what we're creating. So we're going to start creating that in our own personal lives. And as as we move forward, right? And as the dirt comes up from just like I talked last week, everything has to crumble. All this dirt has to come to the surface. We, as the lighter people, get to float away from it. Now that's going to give us a better perspective of all the dirt that's been going on around us, because there's lots of truth that are starting to come out right now. And this is going to help you see more of your truth, to be more aware and to be open to what is coming and what you are creating, right? Because we want to be more a loving place, right? We want Earth to be happy and joyful, right? We don't want it to be about, you know, enslavement or, you know, just working a 9-to-5 job just to survive. We want more than that. We deserve more than that. And now is our time. So, whew, that makes me excited. I hope you guys can feel that excitement today, because the energy is off the charts. This is amazing. So again, each and every one of you are responsible for what you have going on, what you're creating in your lives, what you're creating in your minds. There's so much going on right now. And this wave, this energy, this wave is pushing us, right? And it's like, I see some of us kind of standing up on that little cliff, and we have to decide if we're going to jump off, if our wings are going to work. We have to have faith. So where does your faith lie right now? Does it lie in fear, or does it lie in faith? And I'm wanting to push you over into the faith side and allow your faith to bring you forward, right? Because our connection to God is through faith. Our connection through God is through our higher self. Our connection through God is through our soul self in this human body. So it's right here. Everything you need right now is right here. So it just makes me incredibly happy that each and every one of you are joining, and you guys are stepping into that power. They also want me to tell you about taking your power back from outside sources, right? I talked about this last week too. I feel like it's important again this week, because we still give up our power. We might be spiritually evolved, but we still give up some of that power somewhere that we're not supposed to give it up anymore. We're supposed to take it all back. So if you see them as little twines or little cords coming out of your body anywhere, it could come from your brain, it can come from any part of your body, it can come from your heart chakra, your solar plex, wherever. I just want you to go around there, take Archangel's knife and just kind of like slice that, take the sword and just slice them down, because no more attachments to outside of yourself. No more giving up your power. You are you and you alone. And now it's just kind of like, you know, they want me to get my little paper back again. You guys are in control, not outside sources, okay? Not outside sources. So you guys got this going on, and I'm so excited because, I'm excited to be alive right now. This is one of the better times of our lives, and even through our lifetimes. If you go through our lifetimes, right? If you go through your past lives, and you kind of go and you kind of pick out a couple, because some of you on here do that, or know how to do that, or going to be doing that, but you know how to tap in a little bit and go, oh, I messed up there. I shouldn't do that again. We kind of learned, right? And we all signed up to come to Earth, and we said, hey, let's go down there and let's do this. We're signing up. Let's go down there and change humanity. Let's be a part of this change. Let's be part of the catalyst or the change or the way shower or whatever part we signed up for, because we all have missions while we're here. And tapping into here will help you with that mission, because it'll just tell you. Sometimes you just hear things and go, I need to go do this. And I don't know why, but I need to go do it. And that's following your intuition. Okay. Just like when they tell me I need to go drive around the beaches, I get it in my head. It's time. You need to go today. Today is important. Okay, I'm going to go anchor light where I need to go today. So you need to listen to your soul self. This is going to give you the best guidance ever. And then you have to trust it, right? Because we still get into a little struggle here with trusting it. I say set that aside for a minute. We still need that, but we need to trust this a little bit more than we do this right now. So I hope you guys are having a blast. So we're almost out of April, right? And just, I hope you guys, because I see other states popping up here. So I hope your states are opening up too. Florida's opening up. A few others are opening up. So this is good. We're starting our slow reopen, right? Where are we going to go? But even through this slow reopen, right? What do you want to change about your life? What do you not want to do that you were doing before? Now is the time for you to change all those things. So now it's what you're creating, right? So start with blank lists if you want to. I want to create this for my relationship. I want to create this for my next job. I want to create, see, changing up the energy again. Happens every show. So Linnell knows what I'm talking about out there, but I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here. I should also say that if you guys have any questions, drop them in the little comment box and I'd be happy to answer them for you. what else is shaking in your world? I feel like there's a lot of things going on right now. Again, they keep showing me the ostrich pulling its head out of the sand. So you may have friends around you or people around you that are choosing not to look. You just keep planting those seeds, plant them very gently, nurture them a little bit. Don't overflow them with too much soil or too much water or too much information. But I feel like the seeds still need to be planted so we can help those around us, because some of them are really struggling through this, and we want to be there for support through those seeds. Okay, so keep planting your seeds. Just keep planting them. They keep showing me. I feel like I'm planting all over the place. So that's fun. So keep planting whatever you're planting, whatever seeds you're planting, because they're coming from love and they're coming from joy. I can tell you that my heart chakra right now is wide open to each and every one of you. And it's like there's this massive openness. So I feel like a lot of you are open. I feel like a lot of blocks have been removed. So I'm very proud of each and every one of you. Ooh, Ruth has a question. Can Spirit tell me which of my spiritual gifts is most powerful and how I can expand or deepen it? Sure. Let me tap into that for you, Ruth. Hold on. All right. So. Okay, so what they're showing me is with your gifts, they're all about balance, okay? So it's going to have to be you choosing which one you want to dive deeper into, because I feel like you have a wide range, because they keep showing me a wide range. So I feel like you want them all, but you want to hone in and practice on all of them, because they keep showing me you're going up in layers. So you have to trust a little bit more, and then they will become more powerful, if that makes any sense, because it's like climbing a ladder almost, or climbing a hill. And it's like each level that we go up is helping to expand that. You know what I mean? So it's, so they're just showing me that there's going to be more expansive, but I also feel like you're hearing more. So I feel like they're definitely working on that one right at the moment. So you're definitely going to hear a lot more. More, they're saying. Okay, perfect. Okay, I guess they're going around the other way. So you guys will find this funny. I always talk about things that are going on at my house. Well, the plumber just showed up because we're having some drainage issues with our toilet in the tub. They kind of bubbling up. So that just shows me, right? Everything that happens in our lives, there's something that's going on with that. So if you guys can hold on, I can get someone to take care of him first. So they might have to walk behind me, but sorry about that. But anyways, you know, so it's like with all that, you know, even with the things that go on in our house and stuff, all that's changing up for whatever reason. So it's like, I guess we need to get rid of some garbage. We need to get rid of some junk here. So now it needs to be cleared, right? Something was clogging something. Just like sometimes it's even just like with our energy blockages, right? We get a blockage somewhere and we have to remove that blockage. So this is about removing that blockage. So awesome. So I'm so glad. Okay, Kristen says, I've been told I'm protecting my third eye. Does Spirit say what to do to open it up? I'm just coming into my intuition. Okay, so it's a little fearful when you're first starting. I can definitely answer this for you. It's kind of like there's like this little thing right here, and they're just showing me it's like a Band-Aid. They just want you to take it off. It's you put it there. So it's like they just want you to just rip it off. They just want you to just take it and rip it off. So part of that, but also meditation is going to be very helpful for that, because when your eyes are closed and you're in the meditation, your third eye starts to show you the visions, right? It starts like when I first started, the first thing I saw was an eye. I just saw one eye. That's all I saw. And then I started to see more of the body. And then I started to see more of the scenery. So they're just saying to take a little bit of time. This is going to happen very quickly for you. Even if you're just coming into it, it doesn't matter. This is going to be like a super trip in speedness for you to help you through all of these. So whew, I hope that's helpful, Kristen. Just be open to it. Just be open to it. Awesome. Any other questions out there? I don't know what else is going on. It's confusing when people just show up sometimes. But it's bringing all that beautiful energy through. I'm connecting with everybody today. Isn't that awesome? So let's see. Kristen, thank you. You're very welcome. I'm glad I could be helpful. I'm glad you guys are actually tapping into the show and being a part of this energy and being a part of this change and being a part of what's going on right now. This is very important as we move forward. So this is great because you guys are creating the joys in your life and you're starting to understand what your gifts are. You're starting to tap into what your abilities are and you're starting to use them. So this is fantastic. You guys are really starting to like, woo, woo, open up. Ruth says, I have a constant tone or frequency I hear all the time. Thought it was my ears, but it seems to be in my head. Is it related to my spiritual gifts? Yes, it is. Sometimes when we are hearing those different tones and things in our ears, just like I told you guys about the one last week that made me scrunch right over because it was like deep. It was like way in there. So it's helping clear out the channels for you to hear better, right? Because not only has our third eye been blocked and things, but sometimes our ears have been blocked too. So it's not allowing us to get full penetration of words or things that we may be hearing. So I feel like these are going to help open up now, and they will subside. They will go away. Just go, all right, what do I need to hear? Ask yourself when you're hearing these tones, what is it I need to hear when that's happening? And then you'll be able to open them up even more. So I think that's going to help you, Ruth. Hope that was helpful. You guys are fantastic. You guys have so many abilities out there and they're going on too. See, even Valley says my ears are definitely loud too. This is helping open up that connection for you guys. This is helping you open up where you need to open up to get that information that you need to run through you or the things that you need to hear. And sometimes it's just energy. Sometimes it can be tones, right? Sometimes it's like, you can hear different vibrations in the tones that's going on. It's something to help your body. It's helping you connect, and it's also helping with your ascension. Okay, so it's also helping with that. So that's fantastic. Woo, woo, woo. I'm glad I could be helpful. You're welcome. You guys, what's going on out there? What are you guys creating? What do you guys see the future looking like for you? I know a lot of people are calling it, you know, the new normal or whatever. Don't do that. We don't want normal. We've never wanted to be normal, and we're not going to start being normal now. So what are you creating for yourselves out there? Okay, because we get to create it, right? They keep showing me artists. There must be some painters out there or something that I feel like I have a canvas in front of me and I'm just taking the paintbrush and I'm just whipping paint all over the place, which I may do later. I just got some new canvases. Maybe they're telling me I need to be creative, but I feel like that's for some of you guys out there as well. It's time for you guys to be creative. And even in things that you never thought you were creative in, but can be creative in now if you have time, right? Because we have a lot of extra time now that we didn't have before. It's interesting, right? Who knew we had so much time? And time is an illusion too, right? Because time can be very fast or it can take slow motion. It all depends on what we choose it to be now. We get to choose, right? So like when we're choosing, like, okay, let's look at it this way. They just showed me this. So if 3D is about our linear time, right? Where everything stays on clockwork, blah, blah, blah. Fourth dimension is about time and what it can do back and forth, right? In fifth dimension, we don't really care about time. It just is what it is, right? So I feel like a lot of you guys are fluctuating now between 3D, 5D. I feel like there's this little thing going on. So it's like bing, 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 bing. So just start recognizing what time means for you and what it looks like. And how you would like it to look like, right? So we can make everything happen. We're the magic. We're the creators. We're creating. Woohoo! Dr. Rosemary, I'm moving into an earth-aware life. Ooh, what do you mean by that? Earth-aware. No, I kind of get what you're talking about. So let me go there for a minute, right? Because we're starting to be a little bit more aware of Earth and what's going on. We're starting to be, right, because our spiritual selves, we always want to shoot out of Earth, right? Once we reach a certain vibration, we don't like Earth so much. We were like, oh, this energy is so dense. We don't want to be in it. We want to shoot out. But now, this aware life that we're having, and I love the word aware because the aware is showing us different things that we weren't paying attention to before. We might be awake, but we weren't aware, and now we're awake and aware. Woo! We got AA going on, awake and aware. You know what I mean? So we can change our lives. So this stuff that's changing for us is going to help us move forward, right? Because it's about us moving forward in what we need to be doing. So and bringing joy to our lives. That's the part we forgot, right? How many times have you had joy in this lifetime? How many of you live in your constant joy all the time? You know, because now it's time for you to just jump into it and start living it. Okay. Now is the time. Now is the time. So there's many things taking place for you guys to start changing what you have going on and creating what you want to start creating, letting go of all the past beliefs and patterns that you don't need in your life anymore, and allowing yourself to, you can plug in right there if you want. I guess today. Okay, so anyways, you know, sometimes we get interrupted in life. It's normal, right? We have everything going on. And she means I'm aligning my personal ascension with the earth, as above, so below. That's perfect. That's a good way. That's a good way to put it. As we align our personal ascension, right? Because we're all ascending at a level. Earth is ascending at her level. We want to ascend with her, right? We want to ascend with her because we don't want to kind of get left in the dust or feel like we're being left behind, or we have to work harder to catch up. And really that all that is like raising our vibration up a little bit and raising that vibration with earth. If we can vibrate, right? If we can all keep vibrating at the same vibration, we all go together. So, but now, even through that, what they keep showing me is everything keeps changing so quickly. Like we change our mind so quickly. We're changing it quickly. Oh, Valley, that's a good question. Bring that one up. How do you forgive someone from a past life? Well, here's the thing, Valley. Even though you're not in that past life, it's really something you go within yourself and you forgive, right? Because we have to forgive everybody that's ever been bad to us, whether it's in this life, a past life, or any other life. We need to have forgiveness, right? For us to be sovereign, we can get mad, but we also have to forgive. So we have to forgive in such a way. So in your mind's eye, or in dream state if you want to, or even just in meditation, you can do this, is just go into that lifetime if you want, or if that's a person that's in this lifetime, you know, you can connect that way too if you want to. But if not, there's ways that you can just do it, right? For me, when I had to forgive, I walked up to him one day and said, I forgive you, and turned on my heels and walked out. But if you don't have that from a past life, you have to do it inside your mind, and you can do it mentally. You can do it energetically. Okay. It's like we can do it right now. Okay. So all of you right now have had one past life or another where someone has killed you or done something wrong to you in a past life. You may still be carrying that in this lifetime. Let's see it as a cord. Let's see me as cutting it, and let's seeing it as gone. Just being done with it now and not having to carry that forward. It can be that simple if you so choose it. But our mind, sometimes we overthink things. And we start thinking all this crazy stuff that doesn't make any sense, but your own mind takes us there, and fear or whatever it might be. And now it's really time to break out of that and create what it is that we want. So Valley, I hope that's going to be helpful about the past life thing. You have a lot of connections to the past, and now you're going to have a lot of connections to the future as well. So that's awesome. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys have brought so much loving energy today that it's amazing. I'm feeling it, the energy, and I'm even sweating on the back of my neck, and it's not that hot out today. I got my fans rolling and everything. So you guys are doing a fantastic job. So woo-hoo, I'm excited for you guys. So you're very welcome. You're very welcome, Valley. I'm so glad you could tap in today and be a part of this show, because your energy is important in the world too. Everybody's energy is important as we move forward and turning yourself into that master creator that you're turning into. So now with you starting to create all this new stuff for yourself, you're going to start to create more of that joy. You're going to start to create more of that happiness. You're going to start standing in your power. You're going to start standing in your truth. It's like so many things are happening right now for you to stand in your truth, to stand up in your power, to not take any more BS from anybody. You have the power to do all of that. Woohoo! Ruth says that you can walk by. Yes. That is so powerful. I know of 3 past lives where I was murdered. I'm going to try this. Okay. If you feel like that's holding you back, then yes, it's definitely time for you to definitely let that go. Okay. So do whatever you need to do. I'm sending you the energy to push it over and allow you to where you need to go. Okay. So interesting. So let's talk about let's talk about stuff. Okay. Interesting how things show up in your life sometimes, just out of random, because we are here out of love and we are here for God's work. We do not have limitations on who we love and who we don't love, and who is righteous and who is not. Our body and our minds all connect into one. We come from one creator, one God. We're here creating that earth now out of all the darkness that had been here before. And some of that darkness comes from things we had been taught and things that we had been learned. And now it's time for us to change that. And we are the change. This is the Great Awakening, and we are here to do God's work. And we are doing that each and every day. Whether you recognize what you're doing or not, on an energetic level, it's happening. You will catch up to your energy sooner or later, and you will understand everything that's going on right now. Woo, so how you guys feeling out there? Woo, woo, woo. Oh, I see. I got a whole bunch of people kicking out there today. How's everybody energy feeling? Are you guys all feeling good? Are you guys feeling like fantastic? Are you guys, or is there something that's still holding you back? Is there still something that's holding you back? Is there still a fear there somewhere? Because if there is, I'm taking it from you and I'm throwing it in the recycle bin because you don't need it anymore. Okay. This is about us moving forward with love in our hearts and standing in that truth and standing in that vibration. There's so much change going on right now. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad that you guys are a part of it. I'm glad that you guys are here now, right? Because this change that's taking place right now wouldn't happen without us. If one of us gave up right now, it would still happen, but it's not as good. You guys have all lit up to a certain level, and now you're ready to go even further. I feel like we're all on the edge of the cliff together, and I'm like, jump. And we all jump, and then our wings come out, and we're all flying around, and we're all free. And that's the kind of life that we're creating. We're going to create a free life as we move forward. Okay, so you guys, in taking your power back and taking back all the old belief systems that you don't need in your life anymore, you guys are starting to vibrate at a higher vibration. And you'll notice that you don't connect with people so much on lower vibrations anymore. When you're vibrating at that higher vibration and those people are vibrating at the lower vibration, you guys can't connect anymore. That connection is not being made. So with that connection, you guys keep rising in your vibration. If they stay in that lower vibration, that's their choice. Remember, that's their choice. There's nothing you can do about another's choice. So when you're in that vibration, the lower vibration, it's hard. You get depressed, you get sad, you get angry, and you can bounce right up out of that if you so choose to. So they show me bouncing up out of that so you can raise your vibration again. Because it's hard. We are still human. We forget we're spiritual being in this human body, right? So we kind of get confused with that sometimes. So with that, we're starting to separate the two, but we're starting to combine them as well. We're starting to mend them together. We're finding that balance between heaven and earth in this human body so that we can really start to create and manifest on a much higher scale to the things that we're used to manifesting when we're on the other side, right? Because we're like, woo, think of it, and then we're there, right? Here, it could be like, oh my God, it's going to take us 3 years to do those. Oh my God, I don't know if I can wait for this. But now we don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. See, again, they're helping me change up the energy with that. So you guys are creating the change that's happening now. So I'm very proud of you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Woohoo! And I'm glad you guys are feeling this excitement and you guys are feeling great and being yourselves, right? Because we are owning that now, right? Everyone used to take that from us before, right? And I can point out, being a recovering Catholic, the Catholic Church tried to take it from me. My parents tried to take it from me for whatever they wanted me to do or whatever, how I should think this one linear way. And now we're busting out. It's like, they show me this mirror, right? They show me this mirror and it's busted. Okay, so this mirror that has been busted, this mirror that has been reflecting back at us, showing us what our life has looked like, has now been broken, right? It's now shards of glass because they show me there's all these little sections, that you can kind of see daylight through this mirror. We are busting through that, people. We are busting through that into our reality, okay? We're breaking out of this old reality into this new reality, and it's what we're creating. Not what mirrored back at us, but what we are creating. Once we all get high enough in vibration, we can bust the rest of it, right? Because each one of us has been going more and more and more and more in vibration, and we're cracking that screen or that mirror more. And once we get to that highest vibration, it's like gone. We're almost there. I feel like we're almost there. I can't say when it's there because almost is, soon. We've heard that before. Be patient. But I feel like we're much closer to that now. So that's going to happening soon, and whatever soon means. Woo! Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm glad someone tagged you. That's awesome. I'm glad you could tap in today, Kristen. I'm glad you guys can all tap in today. You guys are like, you guys vibrate. My vibration going out to your vibration is raising Earth's vibration. It's going out to the water. They're showing me it as a ripple in this Con lake that we're creating. And now the ripple's reaching out further. So each one of you I touch, and each one of you touch, and they touch, they touch, they touch, they touch. We are touching everybody around the world. And as we're raising that vibration together. So as we raise this vibration together, we are changing the world. And you guys are responsible for that. Look, I have goosebumps again. So you guys are helping to change the world. This is not just done by one person. This is done by all of us. We, the people, right? I bet you I talked about that a little bit last week. We, the people, right? We are raising that vibration. We. Not I, not me, not you. Us, we. So we are starting to raise that vibration. We are all bringing that vibration up. You guys stay on this track because nothing can stop us now. God's work is being done here, and you guys are like, woo-woo. They're like throwing a party on the other side. I love that everything you say resonates with me deeply with me. That's awesome because that's how you know it's truth. If it resonates deeply within you, you know it's truth. If you have to question it or it doesn't feel right, it's not your truth. Okay, so everyone's going to start standing in their own truth when they start owning it and see what resonates with them truly, right? That's what's important right now is we have to start resonating with more people. Just like mainstream media keeps throwing all this junk at us. How much of that actually resonates with you? How much of it doesn't resonate with you? You know what I mean? So now it's about you only allowing what resonates with you in as your consciousness, because that's going to create the change that we have going on right now. And each one of you are a part of this. And that makes me so joyful. It makes me so happy because you guys are here doing the work too. We're all doing it together. We're not doing this alone. Sometimes it feels like we're alone, but we're not. Even if we want to be alone, we're not. There's always energy around us. We are energy. Energy is everywhere. It does not go anywhere. It is constantly here. We are constant. Everything is constant. The only thing that's not constant is this human body. Everything else about us is constant, always, infinity and beyond. Sometimes I crack myself up. So, anyways, I need to drink water. All this talking. Oh, it's so very exciting. Every transition that we're going through right now, that we're going on as a collective, and even those ones that we're going through on an individual level, because we're still learning our lessons in the tests that we had to learn to get over so we could get into that free zone. And as we're doing that, it's creating that excitement because I feel like something exciting is coming. I wish I could really put my finger on what it is, but I really haven't been able to put my finger on what it is yet. But there's exciting things that are going to start taking place for us. And information is just going to be flowing for us. And it's going to be very helpful. Sorry, the trash truck is going by. You know I do this on trash day. I'm always taking out the trash, the energetic trash. I just throw all our energetic trash in the recycle bin of the trash truck. It just take it away for us. You might as well use everything you have around you, right? Let's be useful. Or creative too. I like to be creative. So with all this excitement that's starting to take place, that's why I woke up with such excitement this morning. That's why the energy was already vibrating me out of my skin. You know, sometimes I feel like, oh my God, what's going on? There's a lot of energy going on here today. But I just roll with it. I take deep breaths and I ground it in and I ground it out and I do whatever I need to do just to keep standing in that vibration. So woo, woo, woo. So you guys are each standing in this vibration too. You guys are raising that vibration for Earth, for yourselves. And through that vibration, we are helping to clear everything. We are helping to create that sovereign life that we would truly desire to have and things that we would really really like to do as we move forward. So again, you guys are the master creators. Break out your blank little sheets or whatever and start creating whatever that future is for you, so that you can have that going on for yourself, because it's very important that you start creating that creation for yourself. It's everything that you're creating. No one else can control that. No one else can control that but you. Okay. So now you are that creator, and you're creating joy. You're creating the happiness and the joys that you want. You're creating the house that you want. You're creating everything that you want in your life. And maybe you're creating it out of absolutely nothing, and you think it's impossible. I tell you, nothing is impossible. I'm telling you that you can create anything out of nothing. I've done it. I'm doing it. You're doing it. And we've done it. Because if you think back to the beginning of Earth, what was here? Nothing. We started with nothing. And then we created all of this. And now we're bringing it back to love again. Okay? Because it started out as love, got messed up somewhere in the middle, and now we're bringing it back to love. So we're going to have fun with that. So again, they just had me cough. So that means there's a lot of truth that needs to be spoken out there. So let's all start standing in our truth and speaking our truth. It's a fabulous time to be alive. And we all have an exciting part to play, right? We all have a part in this. We're all working together. We're working energetically together. We're maybe working physically together. We may be talking just on the phone with each other. Who knows? Some of you guys are connected out there. Energetically, we're all connected no matter what. So it's love. I love it when I actually look out there and I see that I'm getting the same messages as other people, because even myself, I still doubt once in a while. I'm like, yeah, that sounds a little made up. Where did that come from? But then I tap into somebody else and they just said the same thing. So we have to start trusting ourselves. Okay. We have to trust our intuition. We have to trust it fully. Okay. That means the things that we're starting to hear, and you can know when it's coming from a loving place, right? Because the vibration feels differently. Just like when you walk into a building and you can say, oh my God, there's heavy energy in there. I don't want to go in there today. You know how to feel the difference between good and bad energy. You know how to protect yourself from bad energy. You know how to raise yourself in that vibration, to keep yourself in that better vibration, so no negativity gets around you. But we're still human. We still have human thoughts. Things still pop in our mind. We're still changing that up. Don't worry about it. We got this. We got this. We got this. Woo-hoo! Rosemary says, wow, just got a blast from you and this group. Ooh, what kind of blast did you get? Because it's like, I feel like we're getting tons of them today. It's like, pew, 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 pew. I feel like there's lots of light being shot out there today to help people, not just you guys, but to help other people that are out there too, right? Because any seeds that are planted in you, or any knowledge that you have that resonates with your full heart, you're sharing that information with people, even if they're calling you crazy, woo-woo, that's a good one they like to say. I don't know. There's a few others, but I won't go there. But now it's like we're starting to own that and start standing in that. So people are looking up to us. I'm getting lots of calls now, or lots of just messages. Hey, what do you get about this? What do you get about that? Or what do you get about that? And I don't mind answering them, because it's like, you need that little bit of validation to know that you just need to move forward. So I'm here to give you guys an energetic kick in the butt, to help you guys move forward. We're all ready to jump off that cliff together. Let's go. Let's start flying and start creating and making what we have going on now, okay? Because that's what's important. It doesn't matter so much important what's going on around you, but it's like, woo! Ooh, Valley says, it feels like we're jumping on gold circles of energy to ride and have fun. Ooh, that's what it feels like now. That's fun. Leah, let's go jump in bubbles, right? Okay, so if we're all in a bubble, right, and we can picture ourselves in a golden bubble. I like that, because I've been using gold a lot in my healings lately. So you can picture yourself in a golden bubble, right? And picture everybody in golden bubbles, and we're like jumping off each other. We're like, bang, 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 and we're having fun with each other. And then the other person starts jumping. It's like leapfrog or something, they're showing me like we're having fun out there in our bubbles. So yeah, a lot more gold is going to be coming into your life too. I feel like the gold energy, I feel like that's more abundance for people, whatever gold means for you. Gold is also attached to our solar plexus, which is yellow. So that's taking back all our power. We are starting to create in this world everything that we truly desire. So this is going to be fantastic as we move forward. So do not have fear in your hearts. Do not have fear in your bodies. Do not have fear in your minds, and just allow everything to unfold in front of you. Everything happens in divine time. We don't know what that divine time is. Our human self wants to hurry and rush to the next door and bust through it. And sometimes we have to sit and wait for our people to catch up. But that's okay. I don't mind waiting for my people to catch up, but because they do. It just, everyone's on their own little path journey, and we're all going to meet up at the same place. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Oh. So. I tell you, this time flies while we're having fun. So we've cleared a lot of things. The plumber has come and gone. So all our drains are working. That means we're all cleared now. And they also want to talk to them, which I can always relate everything that happens in my life. So with the drains being stopped up and stuff, we can use that with our root chakra, right? Because that's where we kind of release all of that. And then our root chakra was kind of in that survival mode, right? It's been put in that survival mode in the last month and a half or so, ever since this pandemic came into town or into the world and decided to disrupt everybody's life. We've now cleared that. So we've cleared whatever fear was attached. Okay. We've cleared whatever control we were trying to have too, because that's when we try to control, we try to hold on really, really tight. So I'm going to say that we have released all of that. And now, even though it's trash day still, I'm releasing the rest of that into the energetic trash truck that's going to drive me by right now. So they can take that and recycle that with all our other recycled trash. Because it's time for us to get rid of all that. It's time for the new creation. Can have none of the old stuff. Okay, there it goes down the street. It's going bye-bye. Say bye-bye to all those old feelings that we don't need anymore. They're gone. We've just given them away. And now we stand in joy. We stand in happiness. We stand in truth. We stand in justice. We stand in liberty. We stand in sovereignty. We stand in peace. We stand in joy. They want to say joy again. They just want to give me all the good adjectives. Okay, so whatever adjective you love, that's a good one. Because the adjectives can go both ways. So whatever adjective you have out there, throw it out there. What are you feeling? What are you creating? Because I'm creating joy. I'm creating happiness. I'm creating abundance. I'm creating good friendships. I'm creating. That's what the words they want to do. Remember, again, 2020 is about clear vision about what you're creating for yourself. Not what's happening around you, what you're creating for yourself. So you clear up that vision of what that looks like for you and start creating something magical. Because now is the time for you to create that magic that has to happen in this lifetime. Because the only one that can create it is you. Felt like I was going to start singing there for a minute. Yes, grace is a good one too. They usually use that one with me a lot. Love, grace, wisdom, right? Knowledge. There's a lot of good ones out there, but I love grace too, because grace is like free flowing and just not, they just show me a lot of things. Sometimes I wish I could just put a little recorder in my brain so you guys can see the little pictures that show up, because sometimes they show up so quickly I can't even describe them. They're there, they're gone, and the next one is coming. So they want me to talk about that, because your energies, your vibrations, your abilities that are coming online, and they're coming on a lot thicker now. Thicker? All right, thicker. I guess that means you're okay, that would make sense. They have to show me things sometimes, because before it was a very thin line, not much information, right? Now it's a thicker line, much more information, right? Just like we might have had just a little connection before, and now we're connected, right? The connection's on the outside of us now. So with that connection, that's allowing you to make better decisions for yourself and everything that you want to create. And also connecting with that higher self and knowing what the higher plan is, right? Knowing what God's plan is for us down here, because it's not to keep making the same mistakes we've been making. We're here to make the change, right? The great awakening. We're all waking up. We're clearing out our third eye. We're clearing out our crown chakra. We're clearing out our throat chakra, our third eye. We're clearing out our heart chakra. We're clearing out our solar plex. We're clearing out the sacral. We cleared out the root. Now we're completely clear. Now we are master creators of what we want without any outside interference. Okay. So this makes me excited. They're laughing at me out there. So I just hope you guys are feeling all the joy that they are about me too. Which is so fun. So fun. So let's see. I got about 10 minutes left. Do any of you guys have any other questions you'd like me to answer out there? If not, I'm sure they got stuff they would love to share with you for the next 10 minutes because they're so excited when I finally get on. They're like, woo, we're here. Let's talk. Let's do this. Woo. So anything that you guys have questions about moving forward, it could be anything. If not, I'll just keep chatting because they are just happy to have me here talking and the energy that's flowing out of me. Valley, she's got a question. Any messages from my mom? Okay, let me tap into that, Valley, for you. Ooh, did Mama like a rocking chair? Because she's just kind of showing me either that or you're sitting in a rocking chair because she's just showing me just sit back, kind of watch everything that's going on, kind of see what's going on, have some fun with that. You're also while you're in this rocking chair, I feel like I'm an older person, you know what I mean? And there's like this how do I explain this? Well, anyways, the knowledge and the wisdom is starting to open up for you while you're in this rocking chair. Mother was in the rocking chair. You're in the rocking chair. I feel like there's, just kind of like enjoying the day. Oh, this is cool. I love it. So that's what I get for you from your mom, Valley. Your mom's sitting in the rocking chair and just kind of like rocking and rolling. All right, let's see. I see some questions. Where are the ships? Rosemary, that's a funny one. They're right there. They're right there. All of them. They're right there. You guys will see them more at night if you're open to seeing them. If you guys are not open to seeing them, they're not going to show themselves to you. You have to be in the same vibration to be able to see them. But there are so many right now that if you could actually see them all, it would be amazing because you have to know the ships are translucent, right? That you can see through these ships, right? So even if you're looking out there, energetically, you have to see them. My friend Lanka sent me a picture yesterday that showed me the energy rings of a cloud, which was a ship because I could feel the vibration of it. So you just have to look for them and see them. So yeah, sometimes people don't see ships. They see them as portals because they are circular, right? So it depends on how you're going to look at them. So that all depends. So that's awesome. But just know that the ships, the portals, everything is right there for us. They are right there. And they are here helping us. They are here protecting us. And they are helping with everything that we have going on right now. So fantastic. Let's see. I know it's all. Are the spirals in the portals of ships? There are spirals in the portals of ships because you can see like I'll actually find that picture and I'll have it for next week. Next week I'm gonna have like show and tell. I feel like I'm gonna have different things that I've seen so you guys can start to recognize anything that's going on out there with this stuff. But they're definitely out there. And sometimes they look like spirals, sometimes they look like little I don't even know how to describe them, but they're so cool. And it's so cool. Okay, so Christine has a message. Any messages from me, from my loved ones? Thanks. All right, Christine, let's tap in and find out if you have anything. Christine. All right. Woo! Christine, I feel like you're cleaning house. I feel like there's some heavy energy hanging out around you. People, places, or things. It might be you need to clear your space. I just feel like you need to push it all out of your way. I feel like it stands in your way a little bit. So I'm feeling like you just need to push that out of your way and then you're going to be free. I feel like it's just stuff that's been accumulating a little bit. It feels like, and just let it push out of your way. Just let it get out of your way. I feel like you just need to tell it to go or just push it. They're just showing me pushing it. They're just going to just get in there in between it and just push it out of your way. And then it's all behind you after that. So I feel like you're almost free from whatever that is. So, and also your abilities are coming online. So please pay attention. There's a lot of faith that needs to have in here to listen to the messages because they're really starting to resonate with you. So you're very much opening up into that now. So woohoo, good luck with that, Christine. That's going to be awesome for you. And it won't take you long to clear that space. I feel like the beginning of May is like, and we're almost there. So just clear that space. Woo-hoo. All right. Were there any other questions out there I'm not scrolling through there. So Goldylocks, if there was anything, just pop it up on my screen. But anyways, they're just excited that you guys are starting to open up to this more of the okay. So since we brought up ships and ETs and all that stuff, that's our junk DNA that doesn't work, is our our ET DNA that doesn't work. And that's all starting to come online too. So we're starting to connect out with our soul families again. So whether you're Palladian, Syrian, Arcturian, whatever, wherever you might come from, there's 100 names I don't even know. But whatever planet, whatever solar system you come from, whatever galaxy you come from, because no one comes from just Earth. If you think that, then we're way out there. Okay, so here we go. Ruth says, any messages from my mom? Oh, let me tap in for you, Ruth. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so Ruth, from your mom, she's kind of she was a stubborn lady, your mom. She said, don't be like me. She wants you to be a little bit more open. She was hard-headed, she says. And again, she doesn't want you to be like that. And she says you're not, but she's wanting to remind you. It's almost like her apologizing for being a little stubborn and hard-headed, I think. But she wants you to move forward, full steam ahead. And I don't know what this means for you, but she keeps doing that. So she wants you to move ahead and don't let anything stop you. The only thing stopping yourself. And she doesn't want you to do that anymore. Get out of your way. So awesome. So yes. Yeah, because she was a little stubborn about coming in and talking to me too. She's like, I don't know if I want to. I was like, stop being stubborn. But yeah, anyways, don't be like your mom. She doesn't want you to be stubborn. She wants you to be much more open-minded and much more freer than she was. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Christine said, thank you. You are so right. I have been cleaning house and others. Oh, that's awesome. Yay, clean house. That's awesome. Loving this feeling. Good. That's only going to happen so much more for you. So this is going to help you clear up the rest of your life, and clearing the way. It's kind of like we've all been on this rough path, right? They keep showing me a dirt road, and sometimes there's potholes in the dirt road. And now it's been freshly graded, and now it's been paved, and now there's pretty roads, things along the road. So now we are the master creators of what we're creating on this smooth road ahead, because we're in control. Again, I'm giving you guys the steering wheel to move ahead, to be a part of this. So you guys are rocking and rolling. I love this. And I love that you guys have these awesome questions too. Sometimes you may not feel like they're awesome, but your question may actually answer someone else's question that didn't ask their question. So it's very important to know that asking your question sometimes is not important, because somehow it'll be answered anyways. And here's the funny thing about me. You may not even answer the question, but I've already answered your question today. Sometimes that happens too. I'll get messages later and it's like, I didn't even ask and you answered my question. I was like, energetically, they know what you guys need to hear. So everything vibrationally and everything energetically, you guys are going to start tapping into more. Woo, woo, woo. May I ask when you came into your gifts? You may. So when I've always had my gifts, right? We've always had them since day one, since we were born. But somewhere in my childhood, my parents cut mine off, or the society, because there's no way you can know what you know. And if you start yelling out truths, right, that they don't want you to believe, or they don't believe themselves, they shut you down. So I was shut down for a long time. My abilities still worked every once in a while, but I didn't really hone in on them. I didn't use them until I lost everything in 2008. I lost everything, my house, everything in the recession, okay? I was at rock bottom. You guys don't have to reach rock bottom to get there, but that's what happened in my life. So when I hit rock bottom, that's when I had to reach back out to God, because I was mad at God, okay, for a long time. So we didn't have a connection. That also doesn't help either. So you got to have your connection to God. And I kept looking for that. So I finally found that connection back to God. I found the right teachers. I found the right mentors that helped me believe and trust in myself, that taught me just enough that I needed to know to get me to move forward. So this is what's happening for all of you guys. You know what I mean? So we are, and since I was, so for the last 12 years is when I've really started honing in and using my abilities. And only in the last, you guys are going to love this, only in the last 3 months or the last 4 months have I totally trusted them 100%. Okay. So it takes time. So now you guys are going to start trusting them. And that's why I'm here to get you guys to start trusting them. Because once you truly trust them, once you truly trust that faith in God and trust in your abilities, Nothing can let you down. It's like we're all Jesus, okay? It's just like when I talked about on Easter that Christ consciousness came down and tapped into each and every one of us. We are all Jesus. We are all doing that work. We are all here to start doing that work. So now it's time for you to light that up and we raise that consciousness, right? Because we couldn't do it as one person. Jesus couldn't do it in his time as one person. We needed to come down here into all of us and create that vibration to bring us up. So whew, you guys have brought on many goosebumps today. You guys see them. And it's like 70 or 80 out here right now on Mile and High. So you guys have brought the energy. You guys have brought the change. You guys have brought everything to the table that you need to right now to help you move forward. And I totally can't wait to catch up with you guys next week. Kristen says, wow, awesome. I think I put that Band-Aid of mine on. Yes, when you were little. That's what I was getting, but I knew you'd figure that out. So good for you. So just rip that Band-Aid off and have full exposure. This goes for each and every one of you. Whatever is blocked, pull off whatever Band-Aids or whatever it might be. Allow yourself to stand in your highest self, be your highest self, talk your truth, stand in your truth, and be love. Be love, people, and create out of love, create out of joy. And I thank each and every one of you for being here this week, and I'll catch you guys next week at 1. Love you guys.